Okay, so today we're looking at scrapbook number 7. Starts off with a drawn poster of the group from 1967. This was a paper called the Sunday Citizen, which ran in the UK. Just talks about the Arnold Lane release as well at the bottom here. Their first record, Arnold Lane, has put the group high in the pop charts, but quite a nice one. Like I say, kind of charcoal drawing, not often seen either, that one. Some general clippings here. Gerald Scarfe, a piece about him, a piece about Dark Side of the Moon. This was when the I think it's pronounced maquettes, but the small models from the wall, this is when they were first released. So I think this was in Q magazine. An article here relating to the original release of Animals, a review. This is the original flyer for Nebworth in '75. So these would have just been in record shops leading up to the event, and on the back it just gives you details of how to get there. Yeah, so that's an original one. It has been bootlegged in box sets since then. But that's an original. You can see it's kind of a pinkish colour as well. Over here we've got the original ad for Christmas on Earth Continued, which was a big event organised at the end of '67, which featured Jimi Hendrix and also the Pink Floyd. This is actually quite a nice gift card that was made using the Jimi Hendrix programme. This was actually a signed one. It's actually a bit of a tribute to Christie's, who were actually selling that year. So it's kind of like a promo gift card. This is actually quite nice. This is an invite for special guests to attend the French Paris exhibition. So first of all, it's quite a nice fold out. And it just mentions the event here. And then there's also an application form where you can say if you want to attend. So you're basically being invited. I think it could be via EMI, Sony. So it's kind of like a corporate event on a certain date. But yeah, quite a nice fold out pack. You've also got below that a hype sticker for Roger Waters. What God wants, God gets, God help us all. So this would have been added to the album sleeve. This is actually a Spanish, I believe. Well, no, this could be a standard American one, but it was obviously around the time of Echoes being released. So this is industry use, so it talks about Echoes and then other releases that are coming out in 2001. But yeah, quite a nice cover photo for that one. Then we've got quite a nice advert here. This is for the Japanese limited edition mini paper jacket imports. In 2001, basically Pink Floyd in Japan, it was only a Japan release, but they were designed to look like the original vinyl LPs. But of course there was a lot of interest around the world. So this is actually a UK ad saying that they're available on import. This is the reissue of the final cut, which now it says contains the extra track When the Wind Blows, when the Tigers Broke Free. Just an ad there from Uncut. This is a live ad for Pete Townsend featuring David Gilmour. Yeah, there's quite a lot in this one here actually. This relates to the Malta joining in the EU. I think it was back in 2004. They had a big party and they used Roger Waters' era with Kurt Hoff doing some firework and displays in the harbour of Malta, Valletta. This is the EMI press release for Pink Floyd Interstellar. So this would have been sent out just to make you fully aware of what the exhibition was containing, and just to help the visitor, and obviously for them to then re-promote that to other people. But yeah, that actually came from EMI. Then we've got the USA original tower ad for the single Let There Be More Light. But hopefully you can see that. It's right there in the middle. But towers jumping all over the board. Then a couple of promo bits here from Gert Hoff. I was lucky enough to go out there and interview him at the time. So these are just a couple of bits. I think he may have given me them or we used them in post-production. But yeah, this whole idea of having this strong light going up to the sky. And more press clippings from after the event. Obviously the next day I bought all the newspapers and it was quite a big feature, but you can see here, if you're familiar with Valletta in Malta, it's very fortified, so they used a lot of the structures and then displayed imagery on them. And they were really happy to be joining the EU. And again, more here. Roger Waters fans let down by TV coverage just because apparently it cut away on TV just as some of Sierra was being featured. More clippings there, the Maltese Times. And yeah, more bits there related to that. So this one looks like I compiled it around that time. And this was the pre-ad that was just saying what's going to go on that night. Just telling people and just confirming the music was by Roger Waters. Which was actually the first time, that night was the first time we heard anything from Sierra. These are actual liberations, you could say, that I made at the exhibition in France. Looked like they weren't going anywhere, so I just took them with me. Just to remind myself really of the event. Some clippings, quite a nice one there. 67 pin-up photo. And just a Mojo type magazine article. Right up there on the re-release of the final cut. And just general clippings here. Quite a nice one here of the recording device that was used for the final cut and an interview with James Guthrie. David Gilmour here talking about the Scissor Sisters version of Comfortably Numb. And another clipping here about the SACD Dark Side of the Moon. This is actually a press photo from Iraq where they had actually built a wall and written in paint Pink Floyd The Wall, which was kind of symbolic with all the war imagery. So it was actually used by quite a lot of media outlets. This is actually really nice. This is a Spanish EMI promo item, but it does actually fold out into a huge 2003 calendar. And then features all the albums, probably around being reissued at the time as well. So yeah, 2003 was obviously the 30th anniversary of Dark Side of the Moon. A couple of postcards here. This is quite a nice one. It's done on silver foil paper, and it's just like a commemorative image to the Queen Elizabeth Hall event that Pink Floyd put on, Games for May. Not from the time at all, but yeah, it does look quite nice out of here. It's kind of on silver paper. And just a general clipping. More general clippings of the time. Piper re-release. More Spanish EMI promo stuff. The original advert for the body from 1970. I think I've seen that one before as well. I've got a couple of those. They come in various sizes. Just another article there on Pink Floyd. And then another 2002 Spanish fold out, again featuring Echoes, which would have come out just the previous year. And again, this is quite nice. This was a giveaway. I think as you went into the exhibition, you could pick these up. And again, it talks about the exhibition, but it does fold out into quite a nice poster using the spherical fears. Yeah, quite nice. And there's a couple of variations of this I've got in other scrapbooks as well. Okay, but that's it. Scrapbook number 7. Thanks for subscribing, everyone. Thanks for the questions that I'm getting as well, and I am trying to get back to everyone. If you've asked for particular scans, I will obviously do that for you as well. Thanks.